Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, issue number 9. I'm really enjoying the character of Rumor. I like her a lot. And I'm going to be really pissed off if Tom Taylor, the writer of Deceased, decides to deceased her. I will be very upset at that. Anyway, something did kind of piss me off a little bit in this book, but I'm going to get to that later in this otherwise really good book. All right, so we've got Feast or Famine. I love that since the place that is getting the crowdfunding thing going is Feast. So Feast or Famine Part 3. Tom Taylor is the writer. Ken Lashley and Juan Cabal are the artists. Nolan Woodard and Marcio Menez are the color artists, and VC's Travis Lanham on letters. The cover artist is Andrew C. Robinson, and the Carnageized cover is by Woo Dae Shim. All right, and Stan Lee created Spider-Man with Steve Ditko drawing that awesome good stuff. So we've got an origin for Rumor in here. Basically, she was a Japanese American, and she was born in 1920, and she was part of an experiment, gave her powers. She has this radar sense, that's her main thing. But she's got a lot going on, and she's supposed to be like an answer to Captain America, so furthering the what is now called Weapon X, but at the time just the Super Soldier Serum, the Project Rebirth. So anyway, she gets her own thing going on. She's an American now and fights alongside Captain America once in a while. That's cool. Kind of putting her in with the what are they called? The invaders, but not really. This is technically prior to the invaders. She gets put into an internment camp, the Japanese internment camps in America. Yeah. That's a really dark time in American history that seems to be repeating a lot lately. Captain America is the one who actually brings her there. Now, this is the part that actually pissed me off, because for me, Captain America doesn't do that. And if there's something that if you want to do something to piss me off in a comic book, is to write Captain America wrong. Granted, I'm not one of those people who takes it to the excess of painting my face, removing my shirt, going out in the freezing cold and painting a letter on my, or a number on my chest, and cheering for my team who runs with a ball as opposed to another team that runs with a ball, and getting pissed off at the other team and its supporters because, damn it, I think that your team cheated with the ball, and getting pissed drunk and starting trouble and setting fires and drums. No, I just like my Captain America. It's a very tame form of nerdom. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, writing Captain America wrong pisses me off. But then I had to stop and think of my original words. Captain America doesn't do things like this. Correct, but doesn't is present tense. Didn't is past tense. Did Captain America do things like that in the past? Look, in order for us to know good, we have to also know evil. It's not first know evil, no. To know good, you have to know its opposite. To know a thing, you have to know its opposite. And Captain America is good. He is the essence, the heart of good. But no one's born knowing morals. You can be born, I guess, being moral, but you have to know what morals are. You have to know right and wrong. You have to learn these things. And sometimes all of us, including Captain America, can actually make an excuse for a country that otherwise does so many things right. In order to love America, you have to know all the good that we've done. But in your search of looking at the things that we've done right, you're going to come across things that are wrong, and you might want to try and make excuses for people. It's really easy to sit here and say the founding fathers were geniuses and they were amazing human beings. These were people who fought for freedom while owning slaves. You can't put any of that stuff aside. You can try and make excuses if you want, but you can praise someone while also acknowledging a deep-seated wrong that they've done. There is no, well, it was society, it was this, it was that. Yeah, I guess. But if we're going to say that for the Founding Fathers, we also kind of have to say that for Captain America too. he did say at one point, "If you run, I will not chase you." Which is, I guess, the best thing you could do. But honestly, how is that any different from being the person who's housing Anne Frank and saying, listen, those people are coming. So I think it'd be easier for me to just bring you there. But if you run now, I won't call them. I'll wait. It's a rough situation. Like, this is a really, really big deal. The Japanese internment camps, which was basically a form of concentration camp, because there was a concentration of people, all of one ethnicity, in doctrine, and they were all put in this camp because of who they were, who their mothers and fathers were, who their grandparents were. It's a dark blot on American history. And for me, I think it's rather brave for Tom Taylor to address this with Captain America there. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he treats Captain America with this. Like, Captain America, elbow. Captain America is now a part of Rumor's history. And I'm hoping that Rumor isn't going to die anytime soon. I really want her to stick around in the comic books. I genuinely love this character. She's awesome. She's great to hang around. I remember somebody saying, oh, we're just going to find out it's Aunt May. Well, it turns out it's not Aunt May. But you know what? It also kind of is, isn't it? Because we love her. Well, me at least. I love her the way that I love Aunt May. And I don't mean the Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home version. No. The actual old Aunt May. I love this character. And I really want to see good things coming out of her stories. And eventually there's got to be that meeting between her and Cap. And I hope it's not before she dies. Like, that would break my heart if that were the case. But this is Tom Taylor, the guy who's writing Deceased. Oh, he's got a dark side to him. Him and Rosenberg, man. Him and Matthew Rosenberg. They got a dark side. They'll write beautiful, epic stories that make you go, oh, and then they'll write The Punisher, which is like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm digging this. I'm definitely digging on this. I want to see more of this comic book. I can't, like, this is so pull list worthy, man. It really is. Because if you want to talk about a deep dive and treading into that forbidden territory, we don't talk about Captain America and the internment camps. We don't talk about stuff like that. The only people who would, in my opinion, would be the Ultimate Universe version of Captain America, who is kind of a dick. You know? Parachutes are for pussies. I think that parachutes are for super soldiers who can't get hurt by jumping out of a... That's just me. Anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the rest of this book. This is a really, really good book. I'm looking forward to more from this. All right, guys, I'm done. Praise done. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.